We're coming at you live. Empire Toys 1138 live stream. I mean, the Toy Division live stream.
Right, that's it. I'm hanging up.
Yeah, stop using us to make your views higher.
I don't need you guys.
Aaron could just say, "Well, make your own one."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the chat, everyone. Welcome to the chat. I hope everyone is well. So if you don't know me and you're new to the chat, my name's Aaron and I run Empire Toys 1138. Joined tonight, as usual, with Andy from Andy's Toys and Models.
Might shut this door. 1 second.
Okay, see you later, mate.
He's gone already.
He's gone already. He's left. And down below, I've got Dan, Mr. Dan Plastic. And three of us together, we are the Toy Division boys. The Weekend Warriors.
Weekend Warriors.
So we're good. So we got two players out here, mate. How's it going? Pete, evening, mate. Great seeing you at the car boot sale at the weekend.
Yeah, really nice to meet you at the car boot.
What? What was that?
Andy's tech crashed. Standard, lovely.
Oh, what? No. Sorry, I was saying it was nice to meet Pete at the car boot sale.
Yeah, it was very nice, mate. Nice. Evening, Brad. Baz Darklocken, hello, mates. Hope you're well.
Hello, buddy. Good to speak to you yesterday, Baz. Lovely.
Colin's in the chat. Hello, Colin. You're on, mate.
Hi, mate.
He's gone back to his hotspot picture.
Yes. And Jen reselling. Hello, mates. Shinobi, old school Shinobi. Hello, dude. Mitch Toy Fest evening.
Yeah.
In this post-apocalyptic world.
It's not post-apocalyptic enough for my liking. I was promised Mad Max style shenanigans.
Well, you can always still wear a gimp suit. There's nothing stopping you.
You just want leather chaps.
Nothing does stop me from wearing buttless leather chaps. You know this, guys. You know this.
I think there's a register that might stop you from wearing that.
Well, there's no. That's why there's very little footage of me at car boot sales from the waist below.
No, nice.
No, I think I saw your legs in Aaron's recent one on Saturday.
I did. I had my spaghetti noodles out. It was too warm. It was too warm on Saturday.
Yeah, I saw the legs.
Saturday was a scorcher, wasn't it?
It was hot. It was so hot I actually sun tan lotioned up, which is rare. But yeah, it's good.
What, Saturday just gone?
Saturday just gone, man. It was warm, proper warm. Yeah, but it was good. It's a good weekend all round for car booting. We enjoyed it, didn't we?
Man, we had a great weekend.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had a nice weekend, but then when I'm looking at everything, I'm like, man, was everything worth £3-4 a figure?
Oh, he's such a negatron.
It's not negative. I think people have a misconception that when people post up boot fair pictures, people think that we're all getting them for like 50p a figure or 20p a figure. Yeah. I think people have sort of forgotten about the
Mark.
You know,
good to see you.
A lot of people now know what figures are worth, so not everything is 50p anymore.
That is true. We did pay a bit more, but it's still nice to find some stuff, even if it costs a bit more.
Oh no, yeah, don't get me wrong. We all had amazing finds at the local boot. We all had really good pickups. But
do you guys know who Humongous is?
Nope.
Lord Humongous.
Evening, Ed.
You need to educate yourselves. Hello, Ed. On Mad Max 2. That's all I got to say about that.
I haven't watched that film in years. I love Mad Max. I don't need to watch it.
Walk away. That's Lord Humongous with the
Richard Shed, hello, mates.
Hello, mate.
Carlos, hello, buddy. How you doing? Felt very upset that you were in Ed's stream and not ours. But no, it hasn't affected me all week.
Me and Andy were all right with it. It's fine.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Edge.
Yeah.
To be honest, mate, I'd rather watch Ed's than watch you guys.
I was like that on my slide phone watching Ed's one. Can I just say, Ed's latest video about the unproduced toy lines is an absolute banger. So everyone get on that and watch it. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it's great. I'm actually sending Ed some stuff over as well, so hopefully helping the cause.
Aaron, he does it for the likes.
Yeah, I'm only here for the likes.
Good. I want them thumbs up for Aaron.
Yeah, I live off thumbs up and Instagram hearts and everything like
that. And dodgy burgers from the muck truck at the car boot sale. That's what we do. That's a good question, actually, Andy. Did you crap your pants when you got home on Sunday? Because I know that was a very real possibility when you left.
You were dancing. You were dancing.
It was
After the coffee at the boot fair, I did feel there was a lot of movement down south, and I was a bit like, I need to get back because my drive home is obviously longer than you guys. So I got stuck in traffic, and I was a bit like, this is not good. I think after 45 minutes of my driving, I managed to get home, and there was no mess in the car. So
nice.
No turtle heads popping out.
Yeah, they were popping out, but they weren't making mess. But yeah, it was yeah, I don't know why, but that coffee really set me over the edge, and there was no way it was happening in a boot fair field.
It's all true.
It was, ladies and gentlemen, and he was twitching around like a man that just spotted a blue snaggletooth at the bottom of a box, but it turned out it was just very strong coffee.
He was dancing. He was like skipping.
Hey, come on, like, you guys in the chat know that if you go into the boot fair and you take a coffee from a one of those coffee shacks or whatever, there is a chance that coffee is going to send you over the edge, and you need to realise how close you are.
Even in VTR,
I think everyone knows that if you take a strong laxative or standing in the field, you're pumping.
Dave,
You might be trouble, mate. But anyway,
it wasn't a laxative. It was a coffee.
He literally he told us this happened last week.
I do know this story. It's an absolutely terrific story. Let's just say that Leo left more than he took from the discount bargain aisle that day.
Love you, Leo.
I wasn't that bad. Yeah.
No, you weren't. It was good.
When we were sitting there, like, we sat there for quite some time, and I was like, guys, we need to either do another walk around or I'm going home.
We actually was quite nice sitting there, actually having a chat, watching the car boot fly past, and then still going and buying loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Aaron liked it because someone came up and recognised him from the Empire Toys videos, and I guess just thought that me and Andy were the people there that held his car boot bags while he wandered around picking what he wanted, and we just follow him around. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's basically she came up, introduced herself to me, said hello and everything, and then when these guys both, do you remember that the scene in Endgame where like Hulk's taking the pictures of everything and Ant-Man's there just like.
I feel like that's a slight porcupine.
It was 100% like that, 100%.
We just refreshed her mind that we're not Empire Toys, and she went, "Oh, Toy Division." We're like, "Yes."
She went, "Never watched it."
Never watched it. Don't watch that crap.
Sounds like a bunch of dicks talking about things I don't know about. Sounds like one of them talks too much. One of them drinks too much.
Well, it takes a little sip of the old whiskey. Right, guys, you got anything new to turn up? I know Andy can't show anything off.
I definitely don't because I'm not at home right now. But no, yeah, I have nothing new at the minute.
I'm keeping it brief. I've got my two favourite things I found at the weekend are a Thunder Punch He-Man.
Great find.
Which I was pretty pleased with.
Yep.
And this, which seemed to garner quite a bit of attention on the old Instagram, it's the Super Mario Brothers Nintendo. I say watch and play.
Does it work? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I have no idea. I need to change the battery.
Oh, you still haven't changed it?
Nah.
That is cool, though, man.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really nice condition, and it's got like it's got an input for headphones, which I just think's kind of old school and pretty cool. So, of all the Thundercats and whatever toys, He-Man toys we picked up, those are my two favorite things from the weekend.
I told you that the Nintendo Watch was better than everything else you picked up. That was
it was actually Andy that spurred me on to buy it. I was a bit like, I gave him a haggle, didn't I? I lowballed him, but I told him
you did lowball him, and I was like, dude, I'll pay the money just to get it.
I lowballed him.
You've always got a lowball.
Got a lowball. Met him somewhere in the middle. And then the two sort of things that I ordered a while ago that have turned up. Well, other than today, where my Detolf additional shelves and brackets turned up, which is cool.
Nice.
I've got more wrestling, I'm afraid, guys. I've got an Eric Young figure.
Nice.
Has he got like a cow on?
Yeah, he's got like a face mask thing. Yeah.
COVID protective.
What line is he? Has he now gone to AEW?
No, he's gone back to Impact, but this is from his NXT Sanity days. But I'm a huge EY fan. And again, someone else that has also gone back to Impact, but from his NXT days, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time ever, EC3. So yeah, they're the two.
What's he doing with his hand?
He's giving it the 3 or the shocker.
He's giving it the shocker,
not the spocker.
The shocker.
The shocker. I can't even do it. Yeah.
It's a shame WWE didn't use those two because both of them are awesome wrestlers.
100%, they're both awesome wrestlers, and they're both also awesome on the mic, particularly EC3. Watch Talk is Jericho, Chris Jericho podcast from last week. It's him and EC3. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So and I'm playing around today with ordering from Megalopolis the new Madball figures, but the posted packaging and import charges are really putting me off.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot of people posting it. It even came up on the Toy Division page. But yeah, I didn't realize it was like American only. The import fees are.
Well, but let's put it this way: if I bought the set of 4, and then my friend wants Oculus, so I'd throw that in there as well. That's $175. Postage and packaging is then $75. So you're talking about $250, which I could kind of maybe live with, maybe. But then what am I going to get stung with on import charges when they go through customs? So
this is the thing. Are import charges covered with the post and packaging? So
no.
It's not. I've seen a lot of people buying them, and they look awesome. They look amazing. Have you seen they're doing commandos, Barnyard Commandos as well?
Yeah, we're doing a Barnyard Commando, which will probably be even better. The Madballs are cool. There's 3. The way I work it out, they got Oculus, Bruiser, and Hornhead, and they've done kind of their own one. They're all very cool, man. But where does this lead? Have I got to get them all? You know, if they start making more, I'll have a think about it. I've got till the end of August to think about it.
There's a picture on the NEC's website of Aaron and Andy, but no Dan. Colin, put a quick link in the chat and link us to it.
Where is that picture?
Yeah, we want to see it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, the whole import-export thing, it makes it not worth buying because it's just going to be too much money.
Well, it's the uncertainty of it. If you knew all the costs up front, you might go, okay, it's worth it. But to wait till spring next year until they're sent out, and then to find out it's an extra like 80 quid, it's a bit of a choker. Yeah, to answer your question, Colin, if it's an old picture, I only started selling stuff at toy fairs with these boys.
Maybe October last year.
Ooh, a bit before that.
Yeah, it might have been October last year. Sorry.
It wasn't last year. 2018.
Better.
We did a full year together. Kempton, Sandown, NEC.
How many NECs you done?
That was you,
Dick.
Oh, I was wondering who was next to us that whole time.
You can't see me. Aaron, have you picked up anything of any interest? Probably not. Probably Power Rangers.
Oh.
Guarantee he's going to play out Power Rangers.
Funny you should say that. I have picked up some Power Rangers, and I'll be high about it. You know, I'm not going to hide. So I picked up my Arrival. This is what I got mentioned last week. Turned up on Thursday typically. So this is the Putty 2-pack. There you go. So this is kind of
it's good they did it as a 2-pack and not like another Ranger and a Putty, and then you had to get another Ranger and a Putty. At least you can get 2 together.
That's what everyone moaned about when it came with the Green Ranger Putty double pack. Everyone was like, "We don't want the Green Ranger. We've got hundreds of Green Rangers. We want putties because these are things that are just never really made." So that's it there. I actually, because I was, they're actually not a bad price. They were 30 quid each, which is less than £20. The standard figure's £20 each, so a little bit cheaper. But so I bought
for the 2.
Yeah, 30 a pack.
Right.
I bought 2
you
packs.
ended up with 2. Yeah.
Yeah, if I wanted to army build the little guys. and there you go. I've opened one of them. So the only reason I wanted just to show it off was because I actually like the fact that they've got interchangeable hands and stuff, but their paintwork is different, like the little black bits in here.
Yeah.
Which I find it's such a silly little thing, but they're just not the same figure that's just been packed. So when you do like take a picture or have them on your shelf, they do look like each different ones. And
should they not be more grey?
They're quite grey.
I don't know actually. They're quite grey. They look quite white in that light.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it's the lighting. The hands and stuff look very grey, where he's got like the clay ball or whatever. But
yeah, they come like with interchangeable hands and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Happy with that.
Did they do the same thing with the foot soldiers for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the NECA releases? That they're all slightly different, because I thought that was pretty cool. They wasn't the same. Yeah.
I think they're sort of making them now just little like little differences. So when you have like your little army building shelf, at least they all look like a different character or a different version of the same character.
Definitely.
And the best purchase that's turned up, and this is from the coveted Mega Rangers line.
Oh, exclusive.
These are from the hit TV series Mega Rangers. We have the Mega Blue Ranger there. So not to be outdone with the Mega Black Ranger.
Where'd you get them from?
Even comes with weapons and stuff. eBay. Literally.
Pound shop.
Yeah, pretty much. But this is what I like about these guys. So these were PMS toys. Yeah. And they're very good about their exclusives, so that they don't actually show you any other figure you can buy from the line, because they don't want to ruin it for you. That's
how you know how limited it is, mate. It's so limited. There's only one.
I also got the coveted, and the one that's the most sort of like sought after in the line is the Mega Ranger White Ranger.
Nice. It also looks a bit like a putty.
Yeah. So I like what they've done. I like what they've done with the all the Rangers are the same. They're just different colours. Keeps it uniformed, which is what I like about it. But he's got his gold shield, and again comes with his weapons and stuff. So yeah, there's 6 of them as well. So I need to find the other 3 in the collection.
Aaron, am I reading that right? It's got movable arms and
my
a
God,
twist.
What's happening? What's happened here? What's going on?
I'm going to be very unprofessional. I need a wee. I'll be back.
Oh, I told you.
Okay. Dan's showing off his toys. You're all like, "Ooh, wrestling!"
I very much appreciate the Power Rangers, but I don't want to wet myself.
Take it as a compliment. He's that excited about the Mega Rangers. He's got to go and relieve himself.
Wet himself.
Yeah.
Mega Rangers.
Love it.
I love a KO. And Andy's left now, so it's kind of that was going to be my slide into my next segment. But so guys, if you did watch the car boot sale video that I did, the guys were in it. I picked up some turtle figures, and we had this long conversation of whether they are bootlegs or if they're real. And we literally sat around that coffee table trying to work out, and they didn't look like they looked like the movie figures. I actually haven't got them on me because I'm that ill prepared. But there was differences. They didn't have those black spots. But what was throwing us was that they had playmates that looked like it was sort of rubbed off, like played off. So we thought, maybe they could have been real. So we had this long discussion, and a few people even messaged me on Instagram and everything, sort of saying, no, they're KOs, no, they're real. Well, guys, I can confirm that they are absolutely fake.
Are they? But they've still got playmates written on them.
Yeah, they are. They're a tenner off Witch. You can see them with their weapons there. You even got. I'll be mugged off because it even comes with a foot soldier and Splinter.
Looks more like a badger than Splinter, but that's fine.
So yeah, there you go. They are KOs from Wish.com.
Well,
4-star review.
It goes to show, mate. It goes to show that at least we can still spot a KO.
Okay. Very quiet.
But to be honest, they're quite cool, figures.
I like them.
So I'm guessing they had the someone stole the molds for the figures and saying, because I reckon that's why it had that Playmates rubbed out the bottom.
Yeah. Because
I've walked back in on this, so can I just? Was I right? Are they're bootleg?
They're chaos. Did you just see what they were on?
As soon as I saw them, and you were like, nope. Who?
Oh no, you weren't like that. You were like, oh, I think they're KOs.
As soon as I saw them, and you were like, nope. Yeah. I knew.
Well, I think we all suspected, but the Playmates threw us off. But it wasn't rubbed off like played off. It was rubbed off like the mold hadn't taken it properly.
Yeah.
I think they're cool though. They look cool. They're actually quite good faces on them.
They're good. They're good toys, and you know they're not some sought after rare bootlegs. But
we wasted a lot of time on this. We could have just asked Ed, and he'd have just told us straight away. There you go.
I'm blaming Ben because he said they're real.
Oh, to be fair to Ben, he said I'd have to see them in person.
I'm not taking that. I'm not having it. It's 100% true what Dan's saying.
You could have just listened to me as soon as we sat down at the coffee place.
We all thought you needed the toilet. You've said anything to leave.
They're bootlegs. Can I go now? They are pretty good.
Yeah, they were pretty good bootlegs.
Yeah, you missed some comments up there, Aaron, while we were chatting about that. Just say
yeah. I'm gonna start scrolling back.
All
so
right.
Yeah, so guys, I did see one that I didn't forget about. I just wanted to do it in time. To complete that, did you see the Super 7 Disney figures?
No.
I have to be honest. No, I haven't.
I'll Google
like
them now.
Like Mickey Mouse and stuff, or
yeah, you guys can Google them. I will do my awesome technical skills.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I see Pinocchio and
typically they come with the Super 7 price tag.
Yeah, Super 7.
$45.
Yep.
Yeah, 45 macaroons.
$3.50. So we got Wizard Mickey, Pinocchio, and is that the Robin Hood Lion King?
Okay,
Prince John.
The Robin Hood King is kind of cool, but
I'd rather have Robin Hood.
No, the King's pretty cool just because it's never been done before. But for $45,
it's a Super 7 price.
Yeah,
everything for Super 7 is ridiculous.
It's getting ridiculous. Like I wasn't on board with the Thundercats Super 7 stuff, and I love the Thundercats, but like I don't want to pay that money. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think Super 7 needs to calm down a little bit.
They are, but
they look, yeah.
Bobby 80s has started up his own YouTube channel now as well, and he was saying it on there, like the Super 7 price is ridiculous. You can like buy NECA figures for like half the price, so you can buy 2 NECA figures. So like, because NECA are doing Teenage Ninja Turtles and Super 7 are doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but you can get 2 NECA figures for the price of one Super 7.
I'd rather go NECA personally.
Not
just the price. I prefer the figures.
Yeah, and some of the Super 7 stuff is amazing, and you know, I'm not taking away from their sort of productivity and like, you know, how they do stuff, but the price ranges just seem crazy.
Well, I think Super 7 run off nostalgia more than anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but NECA the same. NECA are also doing it, but NECA
they've got their own NECA twist to it, haven't they?
Yeah, but their price point seems more achievable, I guess.
You kind of get a bit. I feel you get a bit more bang for your buck with NECA, even though I think they're overpriced at like 30, 35 quid over here. Some of their stuff. Now they've started boxing stuff, you know, with like the open front boxes. It's pretty cool because you can repackage it. That's a whole different conversation.
Definitely. Right. Did you guys put the £20 belt up for the weekend?
Oh,
nope, we didn't.
No, I have it. I kind of think we should have done because the female turtle figure that I picked up got a lot.
Now you found something. You thought you'll put it up,
mate. Super Nintendo. Super Mario Brothers watch.
It would have been a good contest.
Bootleg turtle figures.
Okay, well, how about this? This weekend, obviously, I'm not around with you guys because I've gone away for a week. But I have found a boot fair that's nearish to where I am. Are you up for doing like a £20 boot fair?
Well, Aaron, are you going to a different one to our normal one this weekend?
Yeah, so I'm with Vic this weekend, but I can go to our normal. I'll go to Saturday normal. Fine.
Okay. Yeah,
that'd be quite cool because
3 different boot fairs.
Three completely different boot fairs. £20.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at. I don't think Saturday. I think it's only Sunday.
Yeah, we'll do it all on Sunday.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I guess we'll just do the weekend boot fair challenge. Like it doesn't matter if it's on a Saturday or a Sunday.
It's mildly it's kind of pointless because we always end up giving each other the stuff we find anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Should we? Yeah.
But I'm down, 100% down.
I'm down for this weekend, laying down the gauntlet. Even though I didn't get the belt for that long because of COVID and all that stuff, I'm prepared to lay it down.
You have to lay it down. It's started back up again. The only reason we haven't done it is because there was never a show to carry it on.
Because you kept it. You Brock Lesnared it. You were like,
Aaron's title reign is basically what Bailey's doing at the moment. No one wanted it. It's too long. No one wanted it.
I've never claimed it in this whole time since that NEC video. I've never had pictures of it. I never walked around with it. I've never done anything with it. You were like, I'm the champion.
I think it'd be weird if you did.
I took the mickey that I still had it, but I never. And I made a kind of null and void segment as well. But
if you start taking pictures of yourself with it and tagging yourself in it, it's weird. It's rubbish. It's a rubbish plastic belt.
Just because you haven't only won it once.
Shut up. Right, move on.
And just because you got a cool Labyrinth figure and Andy's Steve Irwin smashed it out the park.
Yeah. Which by the way, we gave away that Labyrinth figure. That's what I'm saying. Everything we find that's cool, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then someone else is like, yeah, you can have it. So yes. Yeah, well, I'm down 100%. I think that'd be good.
Catch up with some of the comments. Why the power rangers?
We'll give it a go this weekend. Then is that an agreement between the three of us? We'll give it a go this weekend.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. All right. If for any reason, because I've been finding.
Here we go. Excuses.
No, there's boot fairs that are around here. Then when I'm looking at the websites, it's like last year's dates, and they're not on at the minute.
You just put the belt up for.
I'm fairly confident that the one that I think is on is actually on. We drove past it today, and it looked like there was something going on. So I'm hoping.
You know when a wrestler has a championship belt and they get injured and they can't defend it and they come to the ring and they have to hand it back. That's what's going to happen. So either way, it's on this weekend. If it's me and Aaron versus nobody, that's fine.
Even if I have to give it up, I'll win it again. I'm not that worried.
Oh, look at that.
Fighting talk. I love it.
Fighting talk.
Right, Power Rangers question. Aaron, you're in your element because I don't even know what a putty is.
Well, it's one of them. But that's the Virgin one. So
they're
the first season putties. The second season putties are the ones that you can hit in the chest. And they fell apart. But yeah. Because it took up story time.
There you go.
Question answered. Hey lads, picked up a bunch of turtle figures from the 80s, 90s line. A few real Ghostbusters crashed and street shots off Marketplace for 20 quid. That is a good deal.
I still like my crash test dummies. I still enjoy them. They're good.
Love street
shots. We could all get pickups like that. It's crazy.
Just got to dig them out. I don't go on the Marketplace. It's too hectic.
Integrate car boot sale into my. And I have. Chuffed now. You're very chuffed about it, are you? Toodle pips and tally ho.
Start calling it like the trunk junk sale.
You have to. We sometimes you can call it booties and booty fairs and stuff, but you got to be very careful because like the younger generation might think you're talking about something completely different.
Yeah, I remember I put a post up. It was just like, I've just been to a booty fair, and someone was like, "You've been to an art fair?" I was like, no.
but in many ways, yes. Because
I get
go to a full of assholes.
Is Claire turned up? Is Claire ready for a moment?
We might get a surprise guest in a minute.
Yeah. You're right, Claire. How you doing?
Give Andy the long hair again. Give him wrestler hair.
This is the content you guys are here to watch.
Yeah, here it is. Oh, brother.
Go. Next question.
Did you not read the comment?
Apparently she left the comment, guys. I don't know.
Is it comment or just like outright abuse?
Oh my god, I've had like loads of comments just come on. Okay, you have to pay for the OnlyFans for that. You have to subscribe to the Patreon.
We've got a special Cameo account for that sort of thing.
Yeah. Joy Division After Dark. That's the 11 p.m. showing.
Joy Division Underground. It's beautiful.
It's like when Babe Station turns over from the water.
I don't know about Babe Station, Aaron. Explain.
No, neither do I. Dan told us about it.
Yeah.
Guys, I said Babecast, not Babe Station. Come on.
Oh dear God! I feel like
welcome to the chat, dude. I'm really sorry what you walked into.
Yeah, nothing's going on.
we aim to please, Adam. We aim to please Adam.
Right. So what's going on with this cartoon thing?
Nice one.
Wait, one guy said I shut my pants in Asda. Where did that
Leo did. He did shart in Asda. That is a true story. I had a friend.
Your comments.
Claire, I had a friend who he stepped off a curb and crapped his pants, and he went home, and he was in the bathroom like cleaning himself up, and his dad came in. This is weird that his dad just walked into the bathroom and said, "All right, son, how you doing? Everything all right?" And he said, "Oh, no, I shit myself." And he went, "Don't worry, son. Happens to me all the time. Just bin the pants and don't tell your mother." It's a true story.
Fully understandable.
Yeah.
That is the most dad sort of comment to say about any situation like that.
Happens to him all the time, apparently. Yeah. Coneheads, man. Andy sorted me out some Coneheads. Some of the little the black. I love that film. Yeah.
They came all the way from a flea market in Florida.
Yeah. So the Megalopolis.
Wait, the guy said you should buy me on right now. I'll tell the story and leave. I think that's a good idea.
No, Leo, no.
We'll set you up with your own private chat with Leo. He'll love that.
I haven't yet, right? I haven't yet. I'm still pondering it because you were right.
Go watch it, Nick, because there's feedback.
Well,
going.
While Claire's interrupting the stream,
here
are the Mad Balls.
No, but the feedback.
Okay, well, fine.
So yeah, you got Hornhead, you got Oculus, you've got one that I think they designed themselves, which is still pretty damn cool.
This one.
Yeah, they're cool, but the price tag, dude.
And then they've also got Bruiser. I don't know where the Bruiser is. The Bruiser on there? He's not on there. There's a fourth one anyway, which is the bikery one. I looked at him today, and I put him in my basket, and I put the $75 post and packaging. Then I thought, am I going to get screwed on charges, customs? So I'm still thinking.
For one of them or for three of them?
Oh, no, they're $35 each.
Right. Okay.
Right has just corrected original crackhead, but sorry, I'm going by the poppers. So the head popping Mad Balls. That's kind of my passion. So if it was an original actual Mad Ball, fair enough. I have one of them, as in that might look like that. It's kind of got half a brain exposed. That's an original one, but I thought they would just redo the head popping Mad Balls because I would love to see.
Yeah, I thought that new one was actually a redesign, like a new design of.
Well, Ryan knows more about the original Mad Balls than me. So if he's saying it's an original one, I'm standing with that.
Oh yeah.
Everyone does. Everyone does.
Sometimes you just leave it too long. It happens.
Theo, we'll get you on after.
Yeah. Theo, after dark.
Yeah, we'll leave you. At least
for some reason, Claire's really interested. So I'll get Leo and Claire chatting.
There you go, Andy. I've tagged you in a story. Let your missus read it. There you go. That'll keep her entertained for a bit.
Yeah.
We might have had a couple of beers at the beach.
Yeah, just a couple. And if you get the Power Rangers Zeo 12 Megazords for a pre-order today, love the box art. I'm just waiting to find out if they're going to be 6-inch size, which is that size. Because the one thing that always annoyed me about the Zords was that they never made monsters big enough to fight them. So I'm hoping the Zords are the same size, so you can use like the monsters that already come with the stuff. That's all I'm waiting for. But the fact that you put Zeo 12 Megazord is making me think that is 12 inches.
Did they ever make big baddies for Power Rangers in my toys, and I mean like that were the same. They didn't make the same size as the Dragonzord and whatnot.
Nothing.
What a missed opportunity.
100%, 100%. Which is kind of why I'm hoping Hasbro just like if they just bring out a Megazord. I don't care if it's like doesn't come apart and all that sort of stuff. Just a Megazord that sort of size.
What to fit the figure in, or
No, not to fit the figure in. Just so like you know, like obviously in the series that the monster fights the Rangers and then they make the monster bigger, or have a Zord have a Zord. The 6-inch.
So you're paying £30 for a figure that size.
No, it's £20.
Right, all right, 20-ish pound. You said two of them cost what? 30 quid.
30.
Yeah, but then the other double pack, excuse me, that I've paid for have been £40 because they're like a Ranger and something else.
Right. So if they did do the Megazord in a double up size, you'd be looking like 50 quid. 60.
Yeah, that's why I don't want it. That's why I want a 6-inch one. That's the same price as the normal ones.
So it's the same size as.
He's so thrifty.
As your putty.
Yeah.
So in context, it wouldn't look right if it was next to it.
No, it wouldn't. But then it would look right next to the monster because obviously they make the monsters bigger, don't they?
Yeah. So then, what if they did a double pack where it was like Megazord as like a 12-inch versus say, I'm just trying to think of the Power Rangers I've seen with like the pig dude. What's his name?
Do you want to know something really, really geeky and really sad?
He never became.
Is it the big one never became big?
Right. Okay. Well, then say like Armadillo or something. Like
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
One of the if they did like a double pack of 12-inch, like a Megazord 12-inch and Baddie 12-inch, and it was like 80 quid, would you do it?
Well, what we've spoken about now, probably not. But so no,
it makes no sense.
It makes
no sense to make the Megazord the same size as the Putty or the Lightning Green Ranger, whatever. It has to be bigger, right?
Well, no, because it's just relevance. You don't have any of the range. You don't have any of the Rangers near the Megazord, so you just have the Megazord on its own.
Is that Aaron? You're saying in the same context that when Pacific Rim made like small monsters?
Yeah, I don't think I can get it down because he's out the back. But the Goldar is 6-inch size.
Well, that's what Leo's saying. He's saying the Goldar matched the size.
No, they never made a big Goldar. They did in the new film. They made a big, horrible gold thing for the film they brought out. But in the original toy line, for the stuff that's all at the top there, they never brought out monsters big enough for it.
But didn't they have like squid face lobster claw guys like in the show? You know, like just what a missed opportunity. They could have made some awesome
that's
monsters.
what I'm saying. They should do like if they're gonna do bigger versions of the Megazords, they should do big versions of baddies.
Mate, you could do like a build your own baddie, so you could put different arms and different heads and stuff on them.
Oh, yeah, series just of Power Ranger baddies.
Yeah, make your own baddie.
Moving on from Power Rangers.
What? Never thought Aaron would ever say that.
It's good. We're making his wallet. His wallet's quivering. His wallet's like
this Power Ranger thing is just a gift. You said I like Power Rangers once, and I've just had to run with it. You've cost me hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
When you tell an auntie at Christmas you like cheese, and next thing you know, every fucking Christmas you've got cheese.
100%.
I worked somewhere for 7 years, and in the first week, someone that worked in a different department thought I was called Darren, and I never corrected them. I was just like, sure. So for 7 years, they thought I was called Darren. There you go.
Back to Power Rangers. Yeah, Darren. I had someone call me Paul for ages.
Just roll with it.
Trying to go with it. No, I didn't get the Lightning Collection one. I've got the old 90s one and I've got the Legacy one. I don't need another Dragon Dagger, sorry. I've got two of them. Do you know what I mean? That's the only reason. Same with the Morpher. I've got the original 90s one and I've got the Legacy one. So
are Power Rangers trying to cling on to not cling on, sorry, or jump on the sort of Star Wars memorabilia thing, but like everything Star Wars gets remade no matter what it is. It gets remade again and again and again, and people
Yeah.
always jump on it. It's a Power Ranger. I'm only asking just thinking about it, talking about it now. Like, a Power Rangers doing the same thing where they're like, oh, we can quickly redo another
like it.
Power Ranger. We could do another Mighty
it's
Morphin.
the thing, isn't it?
Like,
the Morpher was like 50 quid to buy, but now they've stopped selling it. It's now 70, 80 quid to buy because it's on the secondary market. So Hasbro now have acquired the line. They just made their own one back at like the £40, £50 mark. It's just the same thing. They know it sells, so they make it. It's boring for the collector because it's the same thing coming out.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying to you. Bring out Megazord sized monsters because that's what. But then that's what the hardcore collector wants. They don't want to sell it to they want to mass produce what loads of people are going to buy.
I'm sure they're only producing now for the adult collector anyway, because Mighty Morphin Power Rangers isn't around now.
I still think it's pretty in the look because how much they ship that Tommy and everything. I think it'll always be quite in there. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, moving. Guys,
it's a funny thing of like Power Rangers being the same sort of merchandise sort of genius as Star Wars. Like they just keep on doing the same thing, and Star Wars are literally doing the same thing every year.
In the 90s, it was just Power Rangers on everything. So it makes sense that they would try and do it again with a reboot of it.
The Toys That Made Us said that they'll make the same product, like one of those cameras that you look into and you can see slides, and they'll just slap whatever sticker is popular at the time and just make the slides for it. So you'll have the same toy, but just have like a Power Ranger sticker on it, a Spider-Man sticker on it, a Thundercat sticker. Do you know what I mean? It'll just be exactly the same toy that just, cool.
Yeah.
Guys, right. So, moving on to what I would say the next thing. There you go. That is the best way to describe it, what it's actually called, a Viewmaster. We spoke last week and the guys kind of forgot about it, but I carried it on. Cartoon Carnage.
I 100% forgot about it, but yeah.
Cartoon Carnage, the cartoon draft. So what we decided, and well, what I kind of decided because I was the only one that remembered to do it, I've complied a list of 80s and 90s cartoons that fit a set of categories. So we might have mixed some off because we tried to keep them all, because some would only fit one or two categories, and like they might be a really good cartoon, they might have a great bad guy, but they never made a toy line for it. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of why we've only gone for a certain few. So
no idea. I'm really intrigued as to see what the hell happens with this.
Aaron,
I have no idea.
You keep saying we, but me and Andy have no input in it. So
basically, I tried to talk to these guys about it, and they just kind of like ignored about it and just kind of almost.
I thought we were just choosing a top 5 cartoon and see what happens.
I definitely remember saying we were going to sit and talk about it afterwards, and we definitely didn't. So
we definitely didn't. So I just went off on my own thing and just did it anyway.
Fair enough. Right. Well, this is on you then. So if this is a success, well done, the three of us.
Half an hour before this chat, we got sent a 24-sheet spreadsheet of cartoons and all the different layers and all the different things, and we just, what the hell is going on?
Did you? Because I didn't open anything like that.
Yeah, I'm say I'm pretty sure.
I'm only joking.
Right. So there's a list. So hopefully this works. Hey Vic, thanks for turning up to my live stream.
Go watch from the start, Vic. You've missed some classic banter about nothing.
Yeah. Hope you're all right though.
Yes. Hello.
Before going into it, talking of remakes, if you managed to find a retro collection Boba Fett, yeah, I saw loads of people taking pictures of retros in Asda, and then me and Vic were in one like last weekend, and there was nothing. So yeah, but if I find
that means that every Asda in the world has nothing.
Yeah, 100%.
That's real. I've never the Asdas near me never have anything, let alone like.
Yeah,
I don't know where all these people live, where they're like taking thousands of pictures of anything. Like the Asdas I go to, there is no toys whatsoever. Like
there isn't an Asda near me. Don't even know where the nearest Asda is.
Hauser. No.
Feltham.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no reason to go there.
It would,
Absolutely no reason.
it would take more than that. Yeah.
Take more than Laura tweet. Right. I keep screwing it up and calling it Cartoon Carnage, but it's not. It's Cartoon Carnage.
Cartoon Carnage.
He even named it, Andy. He even named it without us.
What would you
Anyone would think we're just his workers. I mean,
Well, that woman did.
we're just his weekend warriors.
I'm going to be the Wednesday night warrior. Just like, Seth Rollins it. Try and take over the brand and
start removing some eyeballs. Right. So what are we doing?
We have a brand.
We're picking. We're picking cartoons, are we?
Here we go. I hope you all guys can see it. This was very, very cool spreadsheet that I made up when I was on my lunch break at work today.
Getting paid to work. That's your taxpayers' money at work, people. That's fine.
Well, taxpayer doesn't pay for me.
I know. You actually do a real job.
Right, guys. So I made a list here, as you can see, some 80s cartoons. So you got the big hitters on there and a few sort of wild cards on there. If my spelling's awful, I'm sorry. And then also, go on. I've got some 90s cartoons here as well. We had to kind of draw a line in it of being just 80s and 90s.
If there's not one in there, if it's not in there, Aaron, can we add one if we can think of one?
Go for it.
But can I add it when I pick? Can I add it when I pick it, or have I got to put it in now?
Where's Sharky and George? Where's Sharky and George for theme tune?
Right, Andy wants Sharky and George. He won't shut up about it, so put Sharky and George in.
Swear to God, I'm just gonna pick these because
dude, I'm just being a dick. I'm only joking.
Well, no, because I want the tick.
To be fair,
the tick in there.
The tick, 90s phone, isn't it?
Huh? Yeah, 90s. Yeah.
There you go. The tick's in there. Andy, go on. You can pick one as well. Come on.
Dude, there's so many in there already. It's fine.
Okay. So these are the 6 categories.
Right.
So best toy line.
First person gets picked. Second person.
Best toy line, best intro, best villain, best episode. I kind of worded this really badly, but basically this was one character that turns up in the cartoon for one episode and is like the best character ever.
Let's put best cameo.
Yeah, best cameo. Yeah, see, that's what I said. That'll be worded better. And then I stuck this in light at the very last. Basically, we've got to put a cartoon up for the viewers to choose which is the better one.
Okay, I'll leave that. All right, so we've got to pick 6 each, have we?
Yeah, 6 each.
Okay.
So first person will get 1 pick.
Okay.
Whoever goes second gets 2 picks. The third person will get 3 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Just to try and make it fairer, because obviously number 1 will get like the pick of everything. And you can
I wouldn't worry too much about that. We've not seen this list before, so I would just, I wouldn't worry too much about that.
You can only use 1 cartoon from each category. So, for example, I'll go Transformers here. You have to choose. If you pick Transformers, you could only use Transformers in one of these categories. So you could either decide to put it in best toy line, or go for the intro, or maybe Megatron, or maybe a random Transformer that turns up once in it. But you've only got to use it once.
Okay, and we've got a week to plan it out.
Man, you can only use best episode of cartoon once.
Well, no, you can only use one of them to put as your submission for this has the best episode because.
Yeah, and then what we'll do?
Then you can't use it for best theme, best.
No, you cannot.
You can't.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to have a wee and think about this.
Right, you go off and have a wee and think about it.
I'm just looking at all the categories. Sorry,
I've just cancelled it.
Oh man, it's getting nervous. All right.
I'm with Vintage Toy Rush.
Yeah, see. I'm just there. I'm keeping it real.
It feels like Number Wang.
Number Wang?
That's Number Wang. Steinermouth. Yeah.
What is Sharky? Hold on.
Sharky and George, crime busters of the sea. No? I mean, that was a perfect, no pitch, perfect rendition.
Okay, boomer.
I've already established with Ed, I'm not Generation X or Generation Z. I'm Generation Wine.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
So, well, Andy.
Hannah was like, really? He's never heard of Sharky and George? Now he's 12 years old. You know this. He tries to trick people. I know, with his stick-on mustache and beard, and he tries to trick people, but no. Oh shit, we filming. Sorry, mate.
Sorry that I'm on the south side of 30 still.
Well, that cuts deep because it's completely true. Yeah. Could I have Round the Bend because it had cartoons in it?
Yeah, I want SMTV Live because it show cartoons.
Yeah.
So, guys, how's the chat going? Is everyone all right in the chat? Everyone with us? Everyone think this is an absolute waste of everyone's time?
We must have like 4 people still watching.
I got 35 in the chat. Apparently, we were at 40, and then the mass Power Ranger talk came in, and we dropped. But
that's understandable.
Yeah, I completely agree with them.
That's understandable.
But we've got a few more in. It's at 37 now. So welcome to the chat, everyone. Hello. If you only just joined us.
Hello.
Claire was saying apparently we don't listen to everyone talking in the chat. I don't know if she means because she said take your tops off and we didn't, or
no, she means people have asked questions and whatever, but we were too busy about talking about people crapping their pants and Power Rangers. So we've dropped the ball on this one slightly, but okay, all right. So let's get this done then. Right, who's going first?
Yeah. We still have your Patreon money, Claire. So there's going to be no boobies.
No moves for Claire, not today.
Right, hold on.
So probably
before we do it, who's going to go first? So, guys.
So are we doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like each, or one?
Person 3, and then so 1, then 2, then 3, then 1, then 2, then 3.
No, so it'll be 1,
2,
3.
Yes.
And then it'll be singles after that.
Okay, understood.
And then so you tell me what the first category is, and I'll go.
Right. No.
Andy, you get like a week to go away and.
Dude, just pick 6 random cartoons, and from that 6,
this is just carnage.
From that 6, you break them up to say, this is my submission for the best soundtrack. This is my submission for the best toy line. This is my submission for the 6 categories. So you got to pick six of the cartoons now, and then you haven't got to say what they're for right now. So we have some time to go and think about it. You just got to make your choices of cartoon. So I suggest just pick 6 whatevers and then go and figure it out. Yeah?
Okay, so...
But off the list.
It has to be off the list.
Andy can go first. Andy can go first and pick the first one because he's the current champion, right?
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. And then who do you want?
You can go second, mate. Just don't pick the tick. Don't do me like that. I just put it on there.
Don't mug me off.
Mugging me off. So Andy, off that list.
Hold on, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Oh, Andy, you didn't even pick a colour like I asked you to earlier. Andy, what colour do you want?
I mean, it really. Oh, okay, yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter.
And it can't be
blue.
White. Black. Blue.
There we go.
Andy, what cartoon do you want?
Have we made the G.I. Joe sign at the top? That's pretty cool.
Okay, let's go TMT Turtles.
Okay, stop. You can only pick one right now.
Yeah. Turtles for Andy.
Okay, Aaron, pick 2.
Right. I'm going Spider-Man animated.
Yeah.
No idea what's going on, but it's really interesting.
How have you not got this, Andy? It's insane that you don't know what's going on.
I'm taking it. I'm taking the Transformers.
Or Transformers, as you've written.
Yeah, I know. I said, like I said, I was doing this while trying to work.
All right, you ready for my 3?
That's the great thing when you work in like an office that does like spreadsheets and stuff, because you can open a spreadsheet sheet in the sheet that you're supposed to be working in and just flip between the 2.
Just Control Alt between the 2.
Grabber.
I want the tick.
Yeah.
I want X-Men. And do I take Mark? Do I take Mark? Just go on, sorry, mate.
You can tell me to move to 80s or 90s.
Yeah, so I was just wondering, do I take Mars just to really upset Andy? No, I'll leave Mars for Andy because he is the Mars guy. I'm going to take G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Right.
Now it's one each, right?
One each. So Andy. Oh no! What have we done?
Thundercats.
Oh.
Yeah. Aaron.
Oh, it's frozen.
Oh my god, this couldn't have gone any worse.
Not doing it.
Don't worry, I'll write it down, mate. So Aaron's on Thundercats.
We've lost all our 4 viewers to 2.
So Andy's taken Thundercats, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's sharing or not. I think it's frozen.
Frozen, mate. Aaron, what else are you having?
I don't know if we're even live. Yeah, we're live. Hold on. Andy's taking Thundercats. Writing this down.
Crashed by an Excel spreadsheet.
Centurions.
Right.
Oh,
Aaron,
you motherfucker! I didn't even realise that was there. That's the good one. You don't even know the names of the characters.
I know there's Mustache Man.
I'm going to really upset Andy. I'm taking Mask.
Yeah, you take Mask. I'm not afraid.
All right.
I can't see the list of choices.
Hold on. Oh, we are live. Hold on. I think I've got it back.
Are we not live?
There we go. There we are.
It's Andy's got Turtles.
Was Beetlejuice really 80s cartoon, not 90s cartoon?
Sorry, you took Dan, did you take Mask?
Mask and yeah, Mask.
No, I'll just be a basic bitch and take Mutu.
You go. I think it's frozen.
Yeah,
again.
that's got to be a viewer's choice one.
Yeah, it's frozen again.
Right, Aaron, what are you having?
We're still live.
Yeah, it's frozen. Sorry, when I say
just come in, you're still live.
Yeah, I'm watching. Other people saying it's still live as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, we are. It is live. Yeah.
It is like watching. The comment under it is yeah. No one wants to watch people do a spreadsheet, dude.
This is like watching my nan operate a smartphone. Amazing.
I know, right? It just keeps crashing every 2 seconds.
So accurate. So accurate.
Keeps crashing. Oh, now it's working. Right.
No, oh man, this is killing me. It's killing me off.
I'm taking.
We've lost at least 5
Crusaders. Toxic Crusaders.
Okay. I'm having Rambo.
So confused.
Pick one, Andy.
I can't see the list.
Andy, pick a storyline and I'll say if you can have it. Pick a cartoon and I'll say if you can have it.
Yeah, but hang on. There was a game to this. I'm now trying to think of what the categories were. Unfortunately, as much as I love SWAT Cats, no one's going to pick it because the categories don't fit it.
Dan, did you say you wanted Rambo?
Yes.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Let me try and see the list again, sorry.
Yeah, I'm updating it off screen, so hopefully I can bring it back up to you. But I kind of feel like I've missed loads of Andy's ones, because there's only...
No, because Andy's only picked 3, so he needs to pick 2 right now to kind of catch up. I feel like picking first kind of screwed him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, this has been an absolute nightmare.
This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. We'll get there.
It's total carnage, guys. This is total carnage.
Anything can happen, and it probably will.
If anyone else wants to see a high quality video, turn over to Vintage Toy Rush's latest kaiju toy thing, because that was amazing. I'm not into kaiju or anything like that, but yeah, the 70s toys that this guy pulled out of his little box of tricks is amazing.
And when you've done with that, go on YouTube and watch old episodes of Funhouse. It's a real treat.
Well, also watch some of my videos if you wanted to, because mine are awful.
Andy's videos are great. Because he doesn't edit them.
Someone messaged me saying, "When am I doing another one?" I actually did one, but I'm too scared to put it up, so I need to redo it because it's that bad.
Oh my god!
There you go. $5 now.
Okay, so I'm just picking one, right?
I pick two. I have two.
Okay, hang on.
Tell me if you want to go to 80s or 90s.
Let's do Street Sharks.
Okay. I'm not going to change it because it keeps crashing this Excel sheet.
Yep.
Yeah, and then go back to 80s. Okay, back to 90s. Sorry.
It's countdown, isn't it? A vowel, please. Consonant, please.
Yeah, is Bucky O'Hare in 90s? It's got to be there, right? Surely.
It is indeed.
Yeah, we'll do Bucky.
Bucky?
Yeah, we'll do Bucky O'Hare.
All right.
So I've got Street Sharks and Bucky O'Hare.
Aaron, you pick one.
I'm going to go Dino Riders.
Okay. Can't believe no one's taking Ghostbusters.
It's because Ghostbusters is sort of oversaturated and yeah.
Agreed. Oh, can I? Was Supernatural a cartoon? Probably wasn't, was it?
No, it was a comic.
I'm going Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I still have to clarify if it was 80s or 90s.
Doesn't matter. And that I'll find out. And that's me done. That's my 6. So Andy's got to get one more, and Aaron's got to get one more.
Okay, go on, Andy. You go first.
Go back to the 90s category just so I can see what's going on. Oh yeah, let's go Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, the theme tune was pretty badass.
And then Aaron, last one for you, and we can forget about this whole shameful mess until next week.
I know, it just fails so bad.
Off camera, someone's got to explain to me what we're even doing.
Yeah, well, we'll explain to you for the 100th time.
It'll make more sense after we've gone live. We'll tell you when we're off air. We'll tell you how to do it, and you'll go, "Oh right, that's pretty straightforward."
I'm with C. Moyles. I really hope there's a solitaire victory, and it's just like loads of cards. Like,
what did you pick, Aaron?
I haven't picked any yet. I know there's a certain person right now that's screaming at the screen for me to pick something.
Tailspin.
It's going to be Tailspin, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not a very popular. Like, it's not like. I'm
going to make it popular. We done Pogs.
All right.
We didn't make Pogs popular. Guys, we just made them.
This is the lowdown, and then we won't speak of this again until next week. Andy, Turtles, Thundercats, Master Universe, Street Sharks, Bucky O'Hare, and Captain Planet.
Yep.
Aaron, Centurions, Toxic, Crusaders, Transformers, Spider-Man, Dino Riders, Tailspin. And I've got The Tick, G.I. Joe, X-Men, Mask, Rambo, and Beetlejuice. All right?
I kind of feel just putting them out there, I feel like Dan's got the weaker lot.
Because I got to pick 3 at the start.
Why didn't you pick a bigger 3?
What bigger 3? Bigger than a tick? You're having a laugh, mate, aren't you?
It's already gone carnage, guys. It's already gone carnage. Yes, that was peak Toy Division.
It
was. I'd say this was bottom.
Salacious Rum. Don't worry. I will sort of VLOOKUP out so we can transfer information over from one to the other. It will transfer automatically into a pivot table. I'll make a nice slideshow out of it, and I'll set up a separate chat where I'll talk everyone through it. But first, before all that, we'll explain the rules of what we actually are doing to Andy when we're off air, so we know what we're talking about.
And then we'll message tomorrow about it.
I'm only joking. I understand what's going on.
Explain it, mate.
Well, we're all gonna pick a theme tune, a toy line, memorable. I'm a bit confused about the memorable episode, but
best episode, like best one, like boom.
Just bringing you the best content on YouTube right now.
Yeah, but I feel like because we don't know. I haven't seen every single episode of all the options I've chosen. It's a bit like
You haven't got to be right, mate. You just got to make a compelling argument.
Well, I'm glad I got Thundercats then because there's an episode where someone turns up in Thundercats, which is pretty badass.
Well, there you go.
But then also they've got an amazing theme tune and toy line.
I do use Excel, but it was like crashing the share thing. Didn't like it. It was just Oh well.
Aaron is a master Excel. What he doesn't use is flipping
StreamYard sharing at the same time.
Well, no, I was going to say spell check, but
yeah, I know, right? My spelling's awful.
If we used Excel, there wouldn't be much content for this video, would there? Salacious rum.
So, wow, yeah. Basically, I didn't know of any way of like having the categories up on screen without doing it, and I had to use whatever I had available me at work.
Guys, we got through it. It's all good.
And we still got 30 people in the chat, so thank you very much. Very much appreciate you. Right, let's move on to what we're really here about, and that's toys and taking the mickey out of Andy. Random question from Craig King. Have you ever seen it kick off at a toy fair with punters nicking, arguing over a toy, breaking a toy, etc.? Yeah.
Well, I don't know, not a toy fair, but boot fairs, yes.
You've got to remember, guys. A lot of the toy fairs that you've been to in the last few years, a lot of it you've been selling at. So what I'm saying is, as a punter, when you guys were selling and I wasn't, we saw a few Barneys. I'll tell you that.
Well, I've heard a lot of people say when there's a toy that's like worth like 50 quid, and a kid's picked it up, and the person said, "Can you not touch it?" And the parents have been like, "Well, he's picking it up. It's a toy." And it's like, well, no, because if you break that, then I've just lost 50 quid.
Or rather, you've just lost 50 quid because that's what you're going to have to give me.
Yeah.
I've had a kid pop bubbles off of like Star Wars figures, and they're not like crazy expensive, just normal, generic Power of the Force stuff or whatever. But a kid came along and picked one up by the bubble, and it popped like off the card, and I was like, "Do you want to pay for it?" And she was like, "No." Like, I can be that dick and make a massive argument and be like, "No, you owe me £8 now," because without the bubble being on the card, that's like what, £4 loose figure. Like,
Andy, didn't some kids smash your Airwolf helicopter as well?
Yeah. That was actually that was a ball ache, and that was that was a tongue biter situation. Is it ETL, RTL, Airwolf?
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of the company that did it, but it was a little Airwolf helicopter, and the kid decided to pick it up, and where they picked it up, they snapped the fucking they snapped the propeller.
Yeah, definitely, Craig. We see a lot more turbulence at car boot sales than toy fairs, because I think at toy fairs, a lot of people, they know there's a bit more of an understanding as to what's there and why they're there. But car boots, geez, on the weekend, there were people nicking stuff and all sorts of.
Yeah, we saw. Well, even this boot last weekend at the boot fair alone, the guy said that someone stole. That salacious.
ERTL.
Yeah, that's the company who made the Airwolf helicopter. And they did like loads of like that sort of era. They did like Dukes of Hazzard stuff, Magnum stuff. They did lots of stuff.
He ripped the blades right off it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tedious.
Yeah, and then trying to explain to that lovely parent.
Before we go onto that car boot segment, me and Andy helped me out do a Bath Comic Con. So and we were there. We set up and everything. And I when I do the shows, I have these 2 drawers for the loose figures. And what's the smile there, Andy? You know exactly what I'm going to say. So this kid was going through the Transformers. That's their issue. They're there at the front. They're loose figures. Like, they're kind of there to be the things that kids get to first before the expensive stuff on the actual table. Next, all we heard was blah, blah. And we looked, and this kid just like threw up everywhere. But the problem was
he saw your prices, mate.
The problem was he was looking through that that tub of Transformers, and the tub was open. So there's me thinking, this is like 10 o'clock in the morning. The doors have only just opened, and there's me thinking this kid's just been sick in the whole Transformers tub. I'm like really worried. The parents are like frantically trying to clean up right in front of the stall. The stall now smells like of sick everywhere. And then all of a sudden they're just like, "Oh, he wasn't feeling very well this morning, but we still brought him." And it was like,
and that child was forever known as Patient Zero.
yeah. And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
No,
But
this was long before COVID. Long before.
Luckily, he wasn't sick in the tray of figures, but it was like that was a hot.
Luckily, he was all right and everything was fine. No, luckily he didn't muck around with the Transformers. God, you get vomit in them joints. You ain't ever getting that out. I tell you.
Trust me.
We told them to move away. Like, what the fuck? Like, why throw up in front of our stall? Piss off.
Yeah. Like it was, but the thing is, it was like the first thing of the day, and it just hung around for ages. And everyone was like, every time they walked to the store, you can see everyone going like that, and you're like, it's not us.
I got to say, man, the like a stinky stall area will put me off buying something from in any walk of life, but shop or whatever. But like at toy fairs, if you're next to someone that is not too hot on it, you will lose some sales. What's Leo saying?
Yeah, I think it's just saying. I think he was saying it's his kid,
but it definitely wasn't.
It wasn't his kid. Leo, if it was Leo's kid, he would have laughed. It would still be laughing about it now. He told me about it. That's for sure. Leo's kid's well behaved, both of them. I'm
glad our failed attempt at content is hilarious to you. No, I'm joking. Like, I'm glad you're finding it funny. Like,
3 grown men, 2 of which didn't know what was going on, and 1 of which should have known what's going on, but couldn't make it work.
Failed miserably. Yeah. What are you here for?
The comment about the Bill and Ted film, I'm nervous to know when it's going to go.
We'll come to it.
It's going to be cool, man. It's going to be sweet.
Come down. We'll come to it.
Oh, I thought it was the next comment down.
Oh no. Hello, Mark.
Yes.
You've picked a really weird one to join us on. It's gone kind of a bit wrong, but hopefully you're enjoying it.
Yeah, stay with us, man. Stay with us.
Here's a power punch He-Man's.
Thunder Punch He-Man.
Sorry, Thunder Punch.
Mark set up his Instagram, his YouTube with his wife and kid. It's hilarious. Give it a watch. It's funny.
Cool. Absolutely.
100% needs more pogs. I've been saying it for ages, but they say no, and I have to make this other stuff up that doesn't work.
He keeps bringing Taz.
I don't know. Is it a little bit early to say that things have calmed down and we can all meet up and do a pog tournament, or will that upset people if we're all together? And
as long as we wear masks and throw pogs from 2 meters away, then we should be fine.
Well, they're too thin to throw 2 meters away. They'll disappear. Like you won't get the hit. But
maybe I'll make a spreadsheet up just to see what happens.
We can absolutely get together and do a pog tournament because the stacker's in the middle, so we haven't got to be like super close to just going one at a time. Bang.
That's easy enough for you to say. You can literally be 2 meters away and just be like
the big old arm of the grabber.
Help me out, man. I've got to get rid of them Tazos.
Dan, welcome to the chat, mate. I hope you're well. Not much of the boot this weekend, just some vintage Star Wars. Just some vintage Star Wars.
Couple of Vinyl Cape Jawas.
Just chuck that in there. Like, I had a bad weekend.
No, yeah, it goes like that, though, doesn't it? But mad on the vintage ponies because I know Dan sold some for some serious money. They do go like bronies. It's serious.
My fellow bronies.
You got to brush the hair and make them look nice.
Hannah likes to actually cleans them all up and brushes her hair, makes them look perfect. Then I throw them face first into the toy box, so when they come out at the toy fairs, they look like they've been dragged through a hedge backwards. It's a constant source of irritation for her.
No, I haven't watched it yet. It's on my to-do things to watch.
It's on my list as well.
I recently started actually, as I say recently, last night started watching Ozark, and I'm like two episodes in with Governor. I'm just like, this is actually an amazing show. So I think the Transformers thing is going to have to wait until Ozark's finished.
Fair enough.
But I don't know if you guys have watched Ozark, but wow, it's pretty good.
I've heard lots of people talk about it, but I haven't watched it yet.
I'm too jazzed about the second series of The Boys to get involved in anything new.
100% the
But
boys.
that's not coming on for another couple of weeks.
Yeah, but I'm like excited about it. I'm getting myself.
You can watch something else while you're excited. What are you going to just
Can't.
watch the main screen?
He's in boys mode. Oh, don't say that. I'm just kind of hoping for a Transformers-y kind of intro.
I still think they make a. There are some. Oh, well, let's not get into the golden age of cartoons argument again every week.
There you go, Andy. There's your Bill and Ted question.
I don't know if I've seen the second trailer. I've seen the trailer. I've seen a trailer. I don't know. I thought it was the Red Band one, but I don't know if I've seen the second one. I think it looks great, mate. I think it's going to be a great film.
I'm worried about when they're going to release it, though.
They're going to release it. They'll just release it probably on like streaming services or something if they don't go in the cinema. Dude, it's going to be a sweet film, undoubtedly. And my NECA Bill and Ted figures just went up by about £25. So, money in the bank.
Oh, but that's another thing. Those figures we saw at Nerd Base, like I really like those figures. They are very nice.
Mm.
I'd rather try and spend 50, 60 quid. I want the phone booth from the original 90. I think it was 95, 96.
Well, you have the ultimate ones, the original Bill and Ted toys, correct?
Yeah. Which is why I want to try and get the phone booth for that.
So I've got the remake. I've got the NECA ones of Bill and Ted, but I need to get Rufus. And if you get him and you take the boxes apart, it turns into like a cardboard phone booth, which is pretty cool.
Are you going to open them to do that, though?
Hell no.
Exactly.
There you go. Not coming out in cinema. Let's go straight to video on demand. Have you seen that Disney are trying to get $30
to
stream that the live action Mulan film?
Yosh.
$30.
I think that's a massive sign that cinema is dead
on its way out
because of this. And I think Disney have messed up by doing it.
I think it's okay if they do it for now. But
Disney
$30.
Disney Plus,
yeah, that's not right.
Disney Plus has leapfrogged over Now TV, which is owned by Sky, as the third most watched next to Netflix, and I want to say Amazon Prime.
Okay, so we've got Disney, we've got Prime, right? So the Disney one is like $5.99 for I think a year or so, or a month. It's pretty cheap. Then why am I going to? To be fair, we don't even watch it that much, but we got it for Mandalorian. But like, we're not going to spend $5.99, then spend $30 or 20 quid, whatever the balance is. Watch new movies.
You sound like Aaron and Power Rangers, mate. So thrifty. You both say thrifty.
Dude, I'd rather not being funny. I'd rather lose it and then watch Mandalorian on a pirate site.
The problem is
it makes no difference.
You can find it everywhere. I was talking about this the other day. We got Sky, we got Amazon Prime, we got Netflix, we got WWE Network, and blah blah blah. And after a while, you're just like, you know what? I can. You can find. I haven't even seen the original Mulan, so I'm not that desperate to see the.
All right, Carl. See, you said it in the comments, but it's glad to know that you guys are on the same kind of wavelength.
Yeah,
I think it takes a mix that they're going to charge you. You have to pay for whatever. I think as I say, I think it's $5.99 a month. It might be more, might be less, whatever. But then to pay $20 like to watch it, like why?
You feel like if you've paid the streaming service, I'd want everything that's on there as part of that cost for sure.
Exactly. I get they're losing a lot of money because the cinemas and stuff aren't active at the minute because of the whole COVID thing, but.
So
it's going to change. It's going to change.
BTR brings up a very, very good point there, though. For a family, it would be cheaper to stream than buy a ticket for 4 people to the cinemas. But don't they do? I know it's kind of hard because none of us have kids, but do they not do like weekend things where it's like kids go free and like when it's like Saturday mornings and stuff?
No, but then the cinemas hope that you're going to buy popcorn, you're going to buy sweets, you're going to buy whatever. You ever bought popcorn in the cinema? It was like about 20 quid.
About 9 quid for it's brutal.
But yeah, I know, 100%.
Yeah, no, I understand. I get what.
Being $30, well, say £30, whatever it is probably it's cheaper than buying 4 tickets.
But you're not going to look at it like that. You're in your own front room. You haven't got surround sound. You haven't got the big couches. You haven't got the stereo. You haven't got you know,
You haven't got someone eating really
people
loud.
aren't. Well, yeah, right. Yeah, you've got benefits, but like people aren't going to be like, oh, 30 quid, but I don't have all this.
I'll be sad if the cinema disappears. I like the idea of the cinema.
But
I don't like the reality in a lot of the time. But I like it.
It's so difficult.
Cinemas will be gone, I reckon.
Mm.
And not because of COVID, just because of the way things are.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah. It's all about
an El Presidente hot dog you can get in the View Cinema, which is just a hot dog.
And when you order a Coke and say no ice, you look like they've like slapped their mum or something, because
I've got to
get some drink in your cup if you ask for no ice.
How old were you guys when you realised that the pick and mix at cinema, they do it by weight, or they used to do it by weight, and all the good stuff weighs a lot?
Yeah.
You go, oh, I want one of these jelly snakes, £5 extra.
Did you ever used to do the thing where it was like you had that big pot?
Yeah, how much can you crush in it?
Yeah, but what you should do you ever do the trick of where you put like 2 pots together? Get those big, those red candy cables that are quite solid.
Yeah.
Put a couple of them in, and then you push it down so it breaks the bottom of the cup, and then you get like an extra bit of like that much sweet area for your money.
I like your thinking, but I've only ever broken the bottom of a cinema cup for very different reasons.
What reasons are that, Dan?
Sexy ones.
I never went to.
Fair.
That's right. It'll happen to you one day.
Yeah.
I've never liked the cinema at all. I've never been a fan.
I know what you mean, but I've gone there at like 1 a.m. to watch Alien Directors, the Alien Directors cut, like 3-hour edition, and there's you and 3 other people in the room, and it is pretty cool, man. It was a good experience.
Yeah, I think cinemas, they're cool, but like the problem is I rarely go to the cinema to watch a film. I think the only films I've gone to see recently is Marvel films and the Star Wars films.
Yeah, we did the midnight ones, and I've seen the Marvel films with my girlfriend, like just to see them on the big screen. But I'm just not a cinema person.
I watched Hateful Eight in the cinema and flipping enjoyed it.
I actually went and watched the
exactly. Go to Wilco's to get sweets.
Yeah, remember when Woolies used to be in Staines? Used to go buy the sweets from there, then
yeah.
And that's our business.
Pick mix.
Yeah. Covered in children's piss. Yeah, it's good stuff.
100%. Yeah, I struggle.
No barcode when you walk through the door with that one.
Yeah.
You know what I find now? That I watch more YouTube-y kind of content now than I watch any other people's stuff. Like I find watching that, apart from like The Boys season 2 coming out, I can't really think of Stranger Things when that season comes out. I can't think of any bit of TV that I'm actually looking forward to coming out.
I'm always excited when there's a new series of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
There's actually one coming out.
There will be. They're writing at the moment, and obviously haven't filmed it because everything's in lockdown. But there will be another one.
But yeah, okay, that. But do you know what I mean? Like any good TV, I can't find any. I can't get into stuff.
I find it takes you a bit by surprise.
I just rewatch everything.
Same, but like Netflix films and stuff, it's almost like I'm not really excited about any of them, and then you see them on the list, and you're like, and sometimes it turns to be quite good.
I think, yeah, I would agree with that. The Disney price is great. I think they've suffered from COVID because they were supposed to be bringing all the Marvel TV series out this summer.
Yeah, they've suffered a lot, but they've also suffered because of the parks. They've suffered because of like everything.
No, I mean
they've had a massive hit. But
no, I mean they were supposed to be bringing out loads of like TV series, like the Marvel one.
They've cancelled a lot of them.
Well, it's because they can't film them.
Yeah, and they cancelled them on Netflix because they were going to Disney. So the Punisher and Daredevil and all that, like, basically got sacked off because it was all going to Disney, and then it hasn't materialized because they couldn't film anything.
I saw a rumor that they want the Big Show to play Wilson Fisk.
That would be a mistake because the Big Show is a terrible, terrible actor.
And have you seen the Big Show's TV show on Netflix?
The Big Show. It looks horrible, man. It looks like almost a joke.
I got sucked into like 5 episodes just because I had nothing else going on and was just watching them, and I was like, "What am I doing?"
Yeah, what's his name? The guy from Full Metal Jacket, the guy that plays Wilson Fisk in.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
He is. I can't remember his name.
Vincent
D'Onofrio.
something like that.
D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio. Him. He's brilliant as Will Smith. I think he is awesome as a Kingpin, personally. So there you go.
That is very expensive for the network.
Yeah, massively. Particularly as a lot of it's already on other sports channels, as in the games. I guess if it's behind the scenes stuff and draft and college football, it might be worth it. But
yeah, if you got the whole ESPN experience, which is crazy, then yeah, and you get college, because I think the ESPN college channel is almost better than the actual main one.
Yeah,
NFL was £143 a year.
Well, WWE is £120 a year. It's $9.99.
No, don't say it like that. It's £10 a month.
It's not £10. It's not £10, mate. It's $9.99.
Yeah, well, right. It's $9.99 a month.
It's been free for me for like a year, over a year.
It's like my Netflix. My friend gave me his password, so I haven't paid for it.
I've been punting off everyone I know and using fake.
Yeah,
getting my free month every time. I only actually watch it for the pay-per-views. I don't actually watch anything else on there.
Times what, at the end of the month?
The problem is with WWE Network is Raw and SmackDown, as bad as they are at the moment, on it. They're on.
Yeah, that's what I kind of was so shocked about.
I watched Raw and SmackDown on BT TV, and you have the WWE Network, and we have that for the pay-per-views. But there's so much good content on there. Forget about all the old stuff, which is all on there. But there's also like specific programs. But we just don't watch any of it, sadly.
Yeah, because when I first got it for my first month, I was like, I'm going to watch everything on here and get my month's worth. And I literally watched the pay-per-view, and I tried to watch some highlights, which I found really difficult because the pay-per-view had already happened. So the highlights, all the SmackDown and Raws, which is build up to the pay-per-view.
The good original programming, like Ride Along and Table for Three, and it is, and like there's 20, is it 48 where they do like behind the scenes? It is interesting for sure. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth £120 a month.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they only watch YouTube.
Well, yeah, it was actually Leo that. There we go. Bang. I have quite a good TV apparently that does all these things, and I didn't know how to do. I wasn't interested in how to do that, and Leo pressed a button and made YouTube come up on my TV. So thanks for that. I use it all the time now to watch weird rap videos that you told me about, which I still like. Yeah, Seven Rings by Year of the Ox.
I tried to get into Lucifer, but
I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a huge fan.
But hasn't Netflix...
get a drink. I'll be back.
Yeah, no, you just do what you want to do, man.
Well, I will do. I mean, we're just chatting like about Netflix and stuff, so we're just like, man.
Is he doing shots every time he leaves the camera?
Yeah, and he's getting redder and redder every time he comes back.
He's getting lit.
There is no shots to be had, but maybe I can get some. Shall we do shots live on air? Let's see what we got. Apparently, there's rum in the kitchen. We can do some rum shots.
We'll do a shot of orange squash.
You do whatever you want to do, Andy. You're the chap, man. You're the chap.
Right now, I really want to have a wee.
Well, you go do it, Cam. You go do it.
Claire's there.
No.
Claire can take over from you.
Well, we're talking Netflix. There's no toy talk.
Yeah, we're not doing much toy talk.
I love Netflix.
We know you do.
That is some quality input. I'm into it.
Thanks, Claire.
It's my fave.
What's
Your
better,
favourite
Claire?
show, Claire?
Netflix or Disney Plus?
Netflix, 100%.
Fair, I agree.
Favourite show on Netflix.
Netflix it up.
She's still there? She gone?
Jimmy Crane's asked me a question, and I'm into it.
Studios do actually anything to keep the cinema going experience alive the billions of dollars if they make each year. Streaming is only one part of the future. Yeah, I hope they don't go down the streaming route, to be honest. I can understand doing it now, what's going on, but I really hope they don't, because the big cinema is what it's all about.
It'd be nice if they did something that kind of maybe they will, maybe it's what everyone's talking about, but you stream a certain amount of stuff, but like the big releases, do you know what I mean? Like the proper releases, you put them in the cinema, but how you would judge what's going to be a big release. It seems unfair if it's just Marvel monopolizes. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, big releases, anything by Disney.
Well, dude,
Okay.
I went and saw Cloverfield in the cinema. I went and saw District 9 in the cinema, and it was like, jaw-droppingly good. And I would have been bummed out if I, same as Lord of the Rings. There's some stuff it's just really cool to experience on the big screen.
Yeah, it kind of got that vibe.
It's such little weird canned laughter, and terrible, horrible.
I wouldn't even say it's a little kid show. The big show, as you said, the canned laughter is awful.
Take it easy, Danester. Don't upset them, mate. The fact that 33 people are watching is an actual miracle. You ain't got to like it, guys. Just keep watching.
If you're watching it, even like.
Yeah. I've heard a rumor about this that they but then it could just be an internet rumor, hoping that they bring back Matt Murdock as Spider-Man's lawyer in the third film. That would be cool.
As in,
that would be good because he was a really good Daredevil.
I still haven't seen the season.
It wasn't until season 3, and then it was like super emo crybaby Daredevil. It was kind of weird.
No, but that's why I haven't watched it. The first season.
Yeah. The first 2 seasons are tip top.
Yeah.
I think anyway. Yeah. The third season I could have lived without. Although the third season, it's like the Daredevil bits. I don't need to see that. Give me all the Kingpin.
I think they were pushing Kingpin. To be fair, I'd love him to be in one of the films
because he wasn't really Kingpin in the first season, was he? He was more Wilson Fisk.
Well, he's Wilson Fisk. Yeah. I know. I see what you're saying.
And then coming out of prison in the second, in the first, that's when he's now the king. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But his backstory and the way they were going through it was super interesting to me.
We need to watch the first season.
But yeah, Daredevil crying in his underwear, not so much.
Yeah, that's why I just got put off of it. I was like, that's the one thing that always annoys me about like superhero shows. I watch a superhero TV program, film, whatever, because I want to see said superhero going around and being a superhero.
Yeah.
I hate it when they have to do the whole. We're going to take his power away, so he has to learn to be a Iron Man 3. Everyone loves it. I can't stand it because they took away him being Iron Man, and he had to be Tony Stark during it.
I've never seen it, mate. I stopped after the second one.
It's just boring. Like I don't want him to be. I want him to be Iron Man.
Yeah.
Same as the that Wolverine where he's in Japan.
Oh, the Wolverine. Yeah.
I still haven't seen that one actually.
And they take away his healing power, so he can't just go around being Wolverine. It's like that's what makes it fun to watch.
They like steal his adamantium or something. I can't remember, but it's weird. Yeah, they I
hate it.
Considering his power isn't adamantium, his power is the fact he is Wolverine. He can self regenerate.
Yeah, but they take that away, so he has to go find himself and be something completely different. It's like, no, I want to just see him go, rah, and just like.
Yeah. On a similar note, I thought Logan was awesome.
Logan was brilliant.
Logan was a very good film.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
I feel like the trailer was better than the film
because they had the Johnny Cash song on it.
Yeah. But that trailer made me really want to watch that film, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" And then the film was a bit like me. It's like Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad trailer was amazing, and then watching the actual film was a bit hard work. Like
it's unbelievably poor. Suicide Squad. It's annoying because it could have been.
No, well, I don't know. I've watched it back a couple of times actually, and the more I watch it, the more I'm like, it's not that bad of a film.
What they should have done is called that film Deadshot. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And
Deadshot and Harlequin.
And saved Harley Quinn and Joker for someone else, and done Joker completely differently.
Well, the problem with it is that the whole idea of the Suicide Squad was that they went in on suicide missions. That was like that whole episode, like that film was like, well, why didn't Wonder Woman turn up? The idea was that they go in for like black op missions for the government. Do you know what I mean? I think they just missed the ball on what it was.
They just wanted to do Harlequin.
Yeah, get some your big hitters. Get some big hitter DCs. If Superman exists in your universe, you don't actually need anyone else, do you? Speaking of WWE, opinions on Raw Underground. I think I've only obviously seen the Raw it's been on. I think it's an abomination, and I think it might bury WWE if they continue with that. It's one of Shane O'Mac's harebrained, half-thought schemes that people like UFC. So let's do that, but not that. With strippers, weird, pole dancing, no need. In a basement, but when they open the door, it's obviously about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That was a bit embarrassing. And then with weird, poor, never-ending hip-hop playing in the background, nondescript beats. I thought it was terrible, mate, if I'm telling you honest. Utterly terrible, but I don't like Raw. There's nothing really I like about Raw at the moment. SmackDown, I'm super digging because it's got all sorts
what we were talking about.
Oh, man. Why?
I'm glad you say about the Raw thing. But yeah, I didn't understand the Raw Underground thing. And why are they making them all fight behind perspex upstairs, like in the arena? And in this Raw Underground, there's nothing. Like
that's the effort at social distancing, obviously, to show that they're making some kind of effort. But I just think it's
yeah, but downstairs they're not. In the Raw Underground, there was nothing.
Yeah, but in the ring they're not. Anyway, the point is I don't want to see Bayley or Sasha Banks again. I'm sick of having to see basically like I love Angel Garcia and that crew, and I also Andrade and Selena Gomez, Selena Vega, and I also like the Street Profits, but you're relying on the same people week in, week out. It's boring, and it's also 3.5 hours, which is about an hour and a half too long. SmackDown is much better because it has the Miz and the Fiend. Someone earlier on said it might have been Jimmy actually said he picked up a Fiend figure, which is pretty sweet. But talk to me when they make a Muscle Man dance figure for Bray Wyatt. That's all I want. I'll be into that 100%.
I don't want to speak too much into it in case people haven't watched it. But what we talked about on the group chat, if that is like what goes down with the Fiend.
What's that SmackDown? Yeah. No, I think everyone would have seen that. That was last week's SmackDown. That basically Bray Wyatt is
Friday. Yeah,
it's last week. So if Alexa Bliss is going to be at Sister Abigail, it looks like, and that'll be mucking around with Bray Wyatt because with Braun Strowman because they're friends outside of it. It's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. Anything Bray Wyatt does is good, man.
But it just seems like you said, it just seems like a more interest, like you said, a more interesting storyline, and it would be cool that like maybe that's tapping into that darkness is what beats Bayley, and do you know what I mean?
Well, they're talking about going Attitude Era again and going, no PG. They're talking about factions and this, that, and the other. I don't know, man. All I know is the wrestling show that I actually care about right now. AEW is fine, but is Impact. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Everything about.
What do you think of the whole? It was Raw where the lights are flickering. There was like apparently some dudes in hoodies like blowing up a box outside. Like
that'll be the new faction. But we're obviously stupid enough to think that a performance center is run by one generator and a bunch of wires that stick out of it. That if you fire.
What do you mean it's not? You mean WWE can afford more?
I was glad to learn that if you firebomb a generator that's running a whole building, all that happens is some lights flicker and every now and then a mic half cuts out. It's just stupid. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm enjoying SmackDown. I'm enjoying Drew. I want to say McIntyre. Drew Galloway. Yeah. I'm enjoying the Miz. Loving Bray Wyatt. Wish Bo Dallas to come back. Anyway, move on. This ain't a wrestling podcast. Wrestling.
A wrestling podcast.
We could talk about it, yeah, but it's insane what's going on.
They're trying new things because they're losing viewers basically. So they'll keep throwing things at a wall until some of it sticks. But
things are bad when they bring back bra and panty divas matches. That's when they're clutching.
Dude, genuinely, things are bad when they bring back any of the McMahons. Last time, seriously, they genuinely bring them back in to like boost ratings.
I saw some Instagram posts, and I'm hoping it's like just like fake or whatever like that. But like, there's stories of like Stephanie McMahon fighting Bayley at SummerSlam for the title. Like,
I doubt it. No, I doubt that.
I hope not. Dearly hope not. But yeah,
I don't think they do much. They still have the guys on the side, don't they, coming out? But I think they just got to be more careful what they do with the girls now, I guess.
Well, Chris Jericho was saying as well that it's difficult for them all because they don't actually know who's over. They don't know what's working because they judge it based on live audience reaction. And if you haven't got that and how what you're doing is working. And I personally think things like the Bayley Sasha Banks storyline, to me, it's gone beyond Healy to it's boring. It's boring.
Yeah.
So if there's not a payoff at SummerSlam where basically I want them to lose everything, I want them to lose everything. One of them throw the other one under the bus. They lose all 4 back titles, and then you can build it back up again. It's boring, and the worst thing you can be is boring.
Just throw things out there. Give Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan the tag team titles at the next match, just for something different. Just for something different.
Give them to the Iconics, mate.
Yeah, but then maybe they can then start a storyline with the Iconics. But
that's coming. There'll be a feud there.
Yeah, the Iconics are a set tag team, so just give it to someone new and then let them have a thing.
The Iconics are the only female actual tag team that are a tag team. Everyone else is somebody and somebody and somebody and somebody. They don't have actual tag teams anymore. The Riot Squad, maybe, sort of, maybe, but yeah.
I could probably get behind the fact that maybe the poor ratings quarantine had an effect on it. But over here, we have 2 sports, like big sport channels, so Sky Sports and BT Sports, and they're both fighting for like a chunk of the market. And just recent, was it last year, BT Sports won the rights to show wrestling, and it like loads of people were complaining because basically everyone has Sky Sports, and a lot of people have that included in their like TV packages, but then they got to pay for Sky Sports to get BT Sports.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will just put off of it and stop watching it.
The one thing that you remember about Ric Flair as well is he's taken a lot of headshots, and he's drunk a lot of alcohol. So like not a lot of what Ric Flair makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I don't remember that, but I'm definitely going to check it out again.
I might have to watch that. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy match though. Kane, Big Show,
Raven, hardcore match. I was reminiscing the other day about WCW, ECW when it was actual. I don't know. Well, man, we got to stop talking about wrestling. It's a whole different chat.
Yeah, guys. Well, we're at an hour and 40 now. I think we'll cut it now because before we get too much into just wrestling, we can talk for wrestling for hours, but I'm sure the people in the chat probably don't want that. They probably want
what we decided to do instead was to spend hours on an Excel spreadsheet. So I hope you appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually only
tune
gone
in
down
next week for the next spreadsheet.
Yeah, there'll be no more spreadsheets. I've decided, trial and error. You've got to trial things out, and if they don't work, you move on. So the Excel spreadsheet didn't work, so I will come up with another way of trying.
We don't need it now. We've already picked our picks. We just have to present them, and we'll figure it out. It'll be smooth because we'll actually discuss it.
I'll try and figure a way. Maybe next time maybe I'll use Word just to have the rules up so everyone can see it.
Maybe next time we listen to you, Aaron, when you say we need to discuss it.
100%, because you just get this and you get me doing things.
I thought we were just choosing 5 things that we all liked, chuck them in a bowl, see what happens.
Well, like I said, if we had the conversation about it, you would have known.
It's far too complicated. It's like the COVID rules. No one knows what's going on.
Empire Wrestling.
There you go.
I guarantee you somewhere in some
we can do some
America. There was a territorial wrestling group called Empire Wrestling. 100%.
We could do some backyard wrestling. No, make up Empire Wrestling.
Yeah.
Don't at home, kids. Well, we're not kids anymore.
I'm the grabber. You're the prowler, whatever it was called.
Prowler.
Prowler.
I feel a bit nervous going
on. Like that. Prowler. That'll be my life. Come out onto the ring like that. Should have a grudge match. Star Wars versus Star Trek fans.
Watching people smash each other up with prop replicas. I'll be into that.
Well, we'll have to find some Star Trek fans anyway. Oh. Don't hang around with those people.
Look, I've never watched Star Trek.
We'll get Martin involved. I think Martin's the only person I know that likes Star Trek. I think Leo likes it as well.
Deep Space Nine forever, man. Next generation. You've talked with Martin
about.
Love it.
You've talked with Martin about Star Trek things.
I love Star Trek. I love Star Trek.
I have to know a little bit about it to keep him otherwise he's got nothing to talk about.
Best thing to do is just ignore him. Go away.
I can't ignore him. guys, thank you very much for joining the chat. We very much appreciate it. I can't. The fact that we get people watching this and everything always blows my mind. So thank you very much.
It wasn't even much of a toy chat this week. We ended up talking about Netflix.
We'll have to dig to our pockets and get some toys out. I thought the Mega Rangers would save everything, but
it started off with so much promise.
If I haven't been evicted, I'll be back on my flat next week.
You're not going to get evicted.
No, I'm only joking.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please go follow these guys on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Join the Toy Division group if you haven't already. And we will see you very, very soon. We'll see you next week for Cartoon Carnage.
Part 2. Part 2.
No spreadsheet.
The return of the spreadsheet.